Hello and welcome to Johnny English. So today what I want to talk about, and over the next few weeks what I want to talk about, is ways in which you can improve your overall chances of learning English. Now the internet is full of advice, millions of sites that you can go to find advice on how to learn English, and in fact to simply just learn English. So my advice is no better or worse than any other, but I would just like to share with you some of the things that I have found that my students have benefited from and that I personally think will really help you in your language learning journey. So what are the first things that we can do to improve our capacity or our chances of improving our English and making it a comfortable language excuse me, to speak? I've always wanted to teach people how English people communicate, and I've always felt it important that people feel that they are happy speaking the language, that it doesn't feel strange to them, but that it feels natural to communicate in this language. So my first tip for today is to have a positive attitude. Believe you can do it and be confident that you are making progress, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Because it's not always easy to gauge how much progress we are making. It's not always easy to know. I often relate it to a child growing. We can't always see it ourselves if it's our child, but other people, when they see your child after a little while, they say, "Oh, haven't they grown?" Now to you the growth has been invisible, but when presented to other people, they see it straight away. And that's very often with our English. We don't feel it, we don't perhaps believe we're making progress, but then when other people observe us or we have an occasion to use English, we feel, "Oh, that was easier than I thought." So be confident, have a positive attitude that progress is being made, and don't worry about making mistakes. Make a commitment to learning English. That's my second tip. Set aside time each day or each week, but be true to that time. Stick to that time. Don't make excuses. If that's your time for learning English, do it. Now, it doesn't matter how much it is that you devote. 10 minutes a day is sufficient, as long as you stick to it. Repetition, 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 until it becomes your habit. Don't give yourself a choice. Well, maybe I'll study English today, maybe I won't. No, this is what you do after breakfast, before you go to bed. Whatever it is, whatever time suits you, make a commitment and stick to it, and then you will definitely make progress. And my final tip for today is to be curious. Ask questions. We all learn English or anything differently to other people. So what I need to know, for example, when I learn Polish, I need to know certain things because I have certain questions in my head. Well, why do we say it like that? When is it that I use this ending for a word? When is it that I use this form? Because those are things I can't understand. I struggle with them. So if there are things that you simply don't understand, or you simply don't understand why this is as it is, ask the question and keep asking until you understand. And by doing that, we are catering, or we are targeting our own particular weakness, the things that we find hardest. And then obviously we are going to make progress. So those are my 3 tips for today. Have a positive attitude, believe you can do it, believe that you're making progress, don't worry about making mistakes. Make a commitment, decide how much time you're going to give to learning and stick to it. And thirdly, be curious, ask questions until you get the answer that you need. So by doing that, you will definitely progress. So thank you for watching. Tune in next week for some more tips.